Good morning, students. Welcome to the online classes. As I have already told you, from this year, CBSE has introduced dialogue writing for class 10 and it has replaced story writing, which used to be in previous years. So, let's discuss today the essential part of dialogue writings. First, let's discuss what is a dialogue. Dialogue is a series of conversations between two people. In the traditional sense or in the stricter sense, it includes any kind of conversation or communication between two people, but in normal sense it may include more than two characters, maybe 3 4, but in general sense or in our examinations, dialogue between two people is given and it carries 6 marks in the class 10 board exam. Now see the broad division or types of dialogue writings. It has 3 broad types. One is formal, another is informal, and the next one is semi-formal. So what are these things? Formal is when the conversation is between two official persons or two respectable person of the society who use formal language only. Then you can call these as formal dialogues. Informal is whenever you talk with your friend or with your family members or whoever you are very free with, then that may be called an informal dialogue. And semi-formal is when you talk to a senior member of the society or your parents, we give some respect to them, and your language is somehow refined and polished in that sense, and you are also a little free. In that sense, it may be categorized as semi-formal type of dialogue. Now let's see what kind of questions may be asked. However, nothing has been given as examples in the letters or communication by CBSE yet. They may release some kind of books or some kind of sample question paper afterwards, but till now we can guess that this is the general type of question which may be asked looking at your level class 10. The first question, you want to buy a new bicycle for your sister. Write a dialogue of conversations with the seller which must include your requirement and negotiations. Minimum 150 words. You are Sonam or Sohan. 10 marks. Let's see question number 2. You had purchased a mobile phone from a seller which developed some problems after 15 days. Write a dialogue between you and the seller asking him for a repair or replacement of the same. You are Amit or Meena. 10 marks. Likewise, another one, you visit a doctor for runny nose. The doctor asks for the details of your last 7 days activities, travel history, and food you consumed. He prescribes you some pills and advises some regime to follow. Write a dialogue for the conversations in not less than 150 words. Let's see another example. Some of your friends are littering in the classroom. Write a series of conversations among you to discuss the bad habit which may be harmful for the environment and cause some other problems. So here more than two person may be included. Now let's see what could be the format of a general dialogue writing. There is a title, a dialogue between person 1 and person 2. Here is only format. In place of person 1 and 2, you have to write the name or designation of the person, and title is not mandatory, but you may give. Person 1, salutation, exclamation, imperative. You have to make the dialogues look natural, and you have to use the colloquial language, use the salutation or a imperative sentence or exclamations or socialization sentences as we begin any conversation or speech while we meet a new person, a strange person, or a respectable person. So you mustn't forget this beginning, and in the end part also you have to give a proper valediction, that is thank you, bye, all these things. In between you have to write a series of conversation I have written person 1, person 2. The Q will be in the question. You have to write the names of the person as given in the Q. So now let's discuss fundamentals of dialogue writing. What should be the essential part and what should be noted while writing a dialogue. Point number 1, use proper language as per the type of dialogue, that is formal, informal and semi-formal. For example, if it is formal, then and if you want to know the how about of a person, you can ask me, sir, how do you do. But if it is semi formal or informal, so you can say what's up. So that's the difference. So you have to decide what kind of dialogue you are writing, and your language should be befitting in the way. Point number 2, use polite language and imperative sentences in the beginning in a normal dialogue, except otherwise the situation compels you to express different emotions. So in normal situations, when you meet a stranger or anybody you know or your friends or any person of the society, you have to begin normally with a salutation or any kind of socialization sentence. But if the situation or cue compels you to express some kind of explanation, or you are weeping or you are angry, then you have to begin that way. But that is a rarest chance looking at your level. Now look at point number 3, use punctuation marks accurately, use proper indent and spacing. So these things will be viewed seriously if you fail to write or give proper punctuation marks, that is exclamation mark, question marks, commas, inverted commas, all these things, colons, then marks may be deducted. And use proper indent and spacing. You have to write the names and write the dialogues, and you shouldn't write anything below the names. But in this PPT or in this video, you will see that though I have tried to write the dialogue just below the first line, but unfortunately there was no edit option, so the dialogue runs below the names. So you shouldn't do that. You should leave 2 indent spacing. One is the normal indent or margin given in the examination answer sheet. Forget that. Then after the name, you should have another margin or fold of your paper under which you shouldn't write anything except the names of the persons. Point number 4, you can use contractions like don't for do not, haven't for have not. You can use that kind of contractions. Rather you should use those things because in normal speech people talk in that way. I'll for I will or I shall, but not PLZ for please or any instant messaging shortcuts or slangs. The way we write in our instant messaging or in our charts, GM for good morning, GN for good night, all these things we should avoid. Now the next point, use proper tense pattern and agreement of verbs. So this is the basic thing that will be tested in any writing sections. You have 2 parts, one is the content part and another is the expression part. In expression part there are 2 things. One is your expression and another is your grammatical accuracy. So if you fail to write with proper tense, then marks will be deducted accordingly. So follow a proper tense pattern, and agreement of verb should be accordingly with the subject or with the pronoun given. Next point, do not use rhetorics, high sounding or bombastic words or ornamental phrases. Use normal standard colloquial language as used in daily life. So your language used in the dialogues should be normal, standard, very lucid, clear, fluid. You shouldn't write as if you are writing some kind of a play for the theater. It should be normal conversation of daily life, from daily life. Next point, you can make dialogues longer but avoid making it more than 3 lines. You can write the dialogues longer, but avoid writing very long dialogues which may give the illusion of paragraphs. So better to write in 3-4 lines and don't exceed that limit. You should give importance to both the speakers and not end up by giving more weightage to one speaker and another one uttering just a word or two. That will give a very bad impression. So this should be balanced in the dialogue writing. Both should have something to speak. Now point number 6 given. Do not spare so many lines for introduction, salutation and specialization. Not specialization, actually it is a typo error. Socialization, kindly correct it. Introduction, salutation, socialization. So don't spare so many lines in the beginning and end in the closing, because no one is going to judge you from that point of view. Only they will see that whether you have written this or not. So just finish with it with just 1 or 2 dialogue in the beginning and end. Don't waste long lines or sentences for this purpose. Rather focus on building the plot. Develop the story element, plot, characters with appropriate language. So you have to develop as if something has happened in the dialogue. A sense of story element must be there, otherwise nobody wants to read a flat conversation between two people. That's why that should be interesting and that should develop some kind of character. The reader should be able to form an image of both the characters. That is very important. Now here is a solved example. I have solved the same question which was given in the example. You want to buy a new bicycle for your sister. Write a dialogue of conversation with the seller which must include your requirement and negotiations, minimum 150 words. So the answer is written. I have written the title. Then the seller, hello sir, welcome to our store. Tell me, how can I help you? Sohan, thank you sir. I am looking to buy a new bicycle for my sister. Can you help me with that? Seller, definitely sir. We are dealing in all renowned brands of bicycles. If you wish, you may choose the model you like from our catalog of models. Sohan, no sir, thank you. I don't want written twice, ignore one. I don't want to buy any fashionable model. I need a simple bicycle with a basket. Seller, okay sir, as you wish. Please choose the one you like from our array of fitted bicycles. I am sending a sales boy to assist you. So on, it's very kind of you sir, thank you. So on, chooses the right bicycle. Seller, I have to appreciate your choice sir. It's the highest sold bicycle in our store, an absolute value for money along with a brand warranty. So on, thank you for the compliment sir. Can you make the bill sir with applying appropriate discounts? Seller, 1 minute sir. You need not worry about pricing. Ours is the best shop when it comes to pricing. Calculate the price. Here it is sir, rupees 3450 only. Sohan, but sir, the same cycle was bought by one of my sister's friend in 3200 rupees. So please consider the price if possible sir. Seller, look sir, prices of goods always keep fluctuating. We also sold the same in 3200 rupees a month ago. But anyway, you may pay 3250 only. After applying the best possible discounts from our side, a discount of additional 200 rupees. Sohan, very kind of you sir. I would like to pay by card. Seller, no matter sir, we accept all cards. Here is the POS machine. Sohan, thank you sir. Seller, most welcome sir, visit again. So this ends your dialogue writing. Note, do not write the dialogues below the names. Make a second indent margin for it. It was difficult editing in PPT. I'll show you what not to do. This one you shouldn't write here, rather you should begin it from here. The second line should not run below the names. So thank you. I hope you will master the skills of writing dialogues after practicing the questions. Thank you for today.